many games y'all going to win this fall?
Turning our attention now to Matt Rule, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 6.5 wins is the win total at DraftKings Sportsbook, with the over at plus 115, the under at minus 136. What a joy it was to be able to inform Nebraska's head coach about the Whoopsie Daisy King. You know, you could tell Matt Rule wasn't quite sure. I felt like we had to circle back and remind him that these are things that we say with affection. We're not just trashing him on CBS Sports Network, right to his face. No, we appreciate what Anthony Colandrea has been able to bring in terms of production, entertainment, and overall football fun to the picture. Dana Holgerson and him working on it. Matt Rule, who admitted he's more of a defensive guy, kind of hands off on the offense. Here's what I can't figure out, Bud. It's a messaging issue, okay? Are they big or are they lean? Have we added muscle or have we added mass? We've got a Nebraska team that Danny's own eyes said at field level looks like they were not as big as a Michigan team that he got to go see out in Lincoln last season. And yet we're talking about trying to become leaner and faster. What are they trying to signal to fans? What should we take in terms of signal from all this noise? What's the identity of Nebraska here in 2026?
I mean, I think we identified pretty early on last year that Nebraska was going to suck on the line of scrimmage. Like that was like, oh God, like some of these portal takes were not very good, and like that they were in trouble. I think they're probably better on the lines of scrimmage this year. I'm just not sure that like this line is fully accounting for the step up in difficulty on the schedule. The striker wants to pull it up. Like we got they had a gift schedule the last 2 years in conference, and now they don't, right? Like now the bill comes due and you kind of squandered that gift schedule. And I think the next 2 years, like they're probably going to have it pretty hard. I think a bowl is certainly possible. 5-7 is also possible, right? Like you should start 3-0 for sure. Like at Michigan State, I have them favored, not by a ton. Hosting Maryland is not a layup. I mean, Indiana, Oregon, I don't think they're really competitive in those games. Hosting Washington, like that's nice to get at home off the bye week, but then like at Illinois, at Rutgers, like you're not like 14-point favorites in Piscataway, and then host Ohio State and then finish at Iowa. I am under here. I think they're starting to do some right things on the personnel side. I think they've got some better coaching changes now. I like the DC they brought over from San Diego State. Obviously, like if they hold on to Trey Taylor, the number one quarterback recruit in the country. I mean, like people said, we've heard this before with Raiola, but like, what's the alternative? Like, not try, right? So, like history says, if you keep getting number one type quarterback prospects, you're probably going to do pretty well. But this schedule is really hard compared to what this team has been through the last 2 years. I think 6-6 is pretty firmly in play. So go ahead and give me the under.
Yeah, I'm on the under too. It's funny. I think the offensive line will be the same as last year, but people will think it's better because it won't give up a billion sacks. So that's a step forward. But I do, Raiola took a bunch of sacks, threw some interceptions, and fumbled a lot, and had an actual worse whoopsie-daisy rate last year than the whoopsie-daisy king in Anthony Colandrea at UNLV. That said, now that Colandrea is coming to the Big Ten from the Mountain West, I do expect that his WDR might spike a bit again. So, like, Colandrea's turnovers are different than Raiola's in that he just makes terrible decisions when he throws, and then sometimes when he's running, he just has the ball stripped from behind. So, I don't know if Nebraska is talented enough to overcome some of that I expect. Like, there will be a lot of high, crazy moments with Colandrea, but there will also be plenty of low moments. So, that's a problem. I think losing what's his name at Emmett at running back is
Emmett Johnson.
Emmett Johnson at running back is not going to help them because he was so huge for them last year. But I do think they will be able to run the ball well because, again, I do like their offensive line, and I do think they have decent running backs. So I don't expect that, things are going to go off the wall there. It's just I don't know what this passing attack is going to be. And defensively, I'm not that high on this team. Like, I think this could be a similar situation. I know they've changed schemes. I know they brought in different players, but I don't think we're going to see that drastically different of results. And as Bud was hammering, like, if they weren't able to do it against the schedule they had last year, and this year they're playing Indiana, Oregon, and Ohio State. The three top teams in the Big Ten are all on your schedule. And then you've got an Illinois team that's won 19 games the last 2 years. You've got a Washington team that's been one of the better teams in the league the last 2 years. You've got Iowa on the road to finish. Yeah, it's really hard to say this team is going over.
Yeah. Go ahead, Bud. I'm on the under as well.
On the running back room, like everybody I've talked to in Nebraska thinks Jamal Rule is a stud. Like they might have really hit on that one. Charlotte Christian kid, actually.
But he's a freshman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it'll be commit. I mean, the official company line is still committee though, right?
I think so.
Yeah. But
if you're like a fantasy player and you're taking like a flyer, that this kid takes over the room eventually. Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, listen, this is why you tune in. This is why you tune in.